Hey YouTube, I thought I'd do a quick video real quick to show you the new acquisition that I made for shooting IDPA competitions. Hopefully this year I'll be able to get classified in revolver division. And so we have here pretty much, well, what most people I think would think is a good choice for revolver division for IDPA. It's a Smith & Wesson model 686, and it's the Pro Series version, and they call it SSR, so stock service revolver, I guess, right? It's chambered in .357 Magnum, but of course you shoot .38 Special out of it. Got a couple of things that I've done to it right off the bat. First off is this comes with a hammer with a thumb tab, and I've got a bobbed hammer on it, so it's double action only. That's supposed to lighten the weight of the hammer, which makes the hammer be able to travel faster when you lighten the spring pressure against it. So you can make for a lighter, smoother trigger pull, and the hammer is able to move quicker because it doesn't weigh as much, so that you still get some primers to ignite without any light strikes, apparently. So what I've done is inside the grip here, I have ground down the strain screw a little bit so that it puts less pressure on the main spring. I've also installed inside here a extended firing pin. Like I said, also that in combination with the bobbed apex hammer, lighter weight hammer, should help me to be able to reduce the factory trigger pull weight while still getting positive primer ignition, especially if I'm using these Federal primers. Also, took apart the side here, took off the side cover plate, and inside polished up all the internal. You can see it says Pro Series there, very nice. Polished up all the internals inside here where the trigger return spring mechanism sort of slides against the frame, and where the frame and hammer sort of slide against each other. All that's polished up on the inside to hopefully make it a little smoother. And then the last thing I did was actually just now replaced this factory ramp sight that has like a sort of a built-in polymer red section. I replaced it with this Fiber-Optic front sight. It's really easy on this particular model. You don't even have to take out that roll pin there. Basically, this is like a quick change design. So essentially, you just push back on this, and then it tips the front out, and then you pull the whole thing out. And then just the opposite for the new one, you just kind of push the front in, and then click it down, and then allow it to slide forward. And basically, that little roll pin that you see right here sort of fits into this slot area here to hold it in place. There's a little detent sort of plunger that pushes against this side and holds the whole sight forward, so that that roll pin sort of rides in that groove right there to hold it in place. So it's like a quick change front sight, which is pretty convenient and easy to do. So just to smooth up the action a little bit more on the inside here, where the crane is and stuff, took all this apart and sort of sanded and smoothed all the metal parts that rub against each other, in an effort to just try to make it sort of just glide a little smoother. And I don't know what the trigger pull weight is on it, but I can tell you it feels improved over what it was when it was new. It's already somewhat enhanced because it's a Pro Series model of the 686. And I'm looking forward to, at least doing some IDPA practices with this early on, and then hopefully by the time the season opens up again in the spring. Right now I'm recording this in October 2016, and their season's pretty much done for the year. We'll do some indoor matches this winter and whatnot, but hopefully by next spring I'll have some practice with it and be able to be competitive I guess I'll be classified as a marksman for revolver unless I do better right off the bat. But so I've followed some people's suggestions, and I've got a CompTac strong side holster for it, and I've also gotten the Safariland Comp 3 speed loaders. I'm still looking for a good option for speed loader holders. I've got something, but I just don't think it's going to be adequate. So if you have any suggestions for IDPA legal speed loader holders that hold Comp 3 Safariland speed loaders for 6-round 38 specials, let me know in the comments or whatever, and let me know where I can find some good ones. What do you use if you use this? But anyway, so a pretty cool story about this gun and how I got it was I bought it new. Like I said, I've done some modifications to it. I shot it a little bit just with some factory loads at my local range, just to sort of feel how it feels. But the way that I got it was I had won a gun at an IDPA competition as part of a raffle, and I didn't need that gun because I already had one just like it. So I was able to sell that gun for a pretty good amount of money for and then put that money towards the purchase of this. So I'm pretty happy with it. Really love these laminate wood grips that come on it with the SSR logo built into it. They're super grippy over here. Really, really nice. It also comes with a set of finger-grooved rubberized Hogue grips that I may or may not use. I don't know if I use them for IDPA just because they're really sticky and they tend to hang up on my concealment garment. If I shot this in USPSA, maybe I would use it because you don't worry about a concealment garment. We'll have to see. But so far, I'm really happy with it. I'm going to a practice on Sunday night for IDPA, and I'm going to, use it for the first time at the practice and see how we do. Anyway, thought you might like to see this. All right, have a good night.